crowd of people coming to look for him. Sinusundan kasi siya ng mga tao. And then turning to Philip, he asks, where can we buy bread to feed all these people? Sabi sa verse 6, he was testing Philip, for he already knew what he was going to do. Alam na ng Panginoon, the Lord Jesus Christ already know what to do, but He wants to test Philip. Ang sabi niya kay Philip, saan ba tayo pwedeng bumili ng palaman, Nutella, masarap na tinapay sa mga taong to, kasi mukhang nagugutom na sila. And then, anong sagot ni Philip? Anong sagot, di ba? So the disciple came to the Lord Jesus Christ. Dating ngayon itong mga disciples. Diba? Sabi ng mga disciples, andyan na yung mga elder, andyan na yung mga deacon. Sabi ng mga elders, sabi nga ron, send the crowds away. Pauwiin nyo na sila so they can go to the village and buy food for themselves. Pauwiin nyo na sila, Panginoon. No, let them go home. Wala tayong papakain sa mga yan. Tayo nga, walang pagkain. Diba? Pauwiin nyo na sila. Yun ang sabi ng mga disciples, di ba? Mga walang yung disciples to, parang hindi disciples, ano? Sila pa yung nagpapauwi. Diba? Sabi ka naman, let's send them away. So that they can go to the village and buy food for themselves. Anong sagot ng Panginoon? What the Lord Jesus Christ responds? Sabi ng Panginoon, actually, it was written by the four gospel writers. Sabi nga, that is not necessary. So, pakainin niyo sila. Sabi ng Panginoon, go and feed them. So, sinabi, may mga exchange of conversation eh. Ano sagot naman ng mga disciples? Sabi naman sa, how can we feed them? Paano namin siya papakainin? Sabi nung isa, it's worth like an 8-month salary. Kung papakainin mo yung 5,000 people, 5,000 men pa lang yun, ha? How about the kids and, the women and the kids? So, how much bread do you have? Sabi ng Panginoon. And he asked, and go find out. Yun ang sabi ng Panginoon sa kanila. Go and find out. Hindi na lang basta-basta dumating yung bata doon at nagbigay. Ang sabi ng Panginoon, go and find out. Okay? And then the disciples said, they came back and reported, we have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And then Jesus said, tell everyone to sit down. Sabi niya sa mga tao, okay, meron tayong 5 bread, meron tayong 2, galungo. And then sabihin mo na sa mga tao, let them sit down. Upo kayo, upo kayong lahat. Sabi niya ganon. And then what happens next? Story goes. Jesus gave thanks, He broke the bread and distributed. Everyone sit, and then lahat sila nabusog. They were all filled. Busog sila lahat, sobra-sobra. Sabi nga doon sa binasa natin, lavish. Ano sa English, ano sa Tagalog ng lavish? Lavish, yung lavish. No, hindi. Ang ibig sabihin ng lavish, yung sobra-sobra. Yung talagang napuno. Okay? Oh, nandito na agad sila. Mabilis. Okay. So, sabi nga sa ibang verse, they were so lavish. So, what happens next is, ang sabi ng Panginoon sa kanila, gather the leftover. Kasi may mga natira eh. And do you know how much are leftover? 12 baskets. Takin mo, sumobra ng 12 baskets. And immediately after, Jesus made the disciple to get into the boat and tell them to go ahead. Sabi ng Panginoon Jesus, doon sa mga disciples, mauna na kayo. I'll just stay here. That's what the Lord Jesus said. The Lord Jesus said, doon sa mga disciples niya. And then, the Lord Jesus Christ remained, and then He asked the multitudes to go home. Pinauwi niya na rin. Sabi niya doon sa multitudes, go home, and we are done. Sabi niya gano'n. And then, because what happened is, Jesus perceived that they were about to come and take Him by force to make Him king. Kasi doon sa ginawa ng Panginoon, na-sense ng Panginoon na by force o by pwersa, kukuhanin siya at gagawin siya parang hari. And then Jesus departed to the mountain by Himself to pray. Okay, so that was the story. Okay, let's go now to my key lessons. Actually, konti lang to. Hindi naman ako magiging mahaba ngayon. 15 minutes I think will be enough. So, our topic, okay, based on our topic, the feeding of the 5,000. Okay, so clear naman sa inyo, no? Na it was written by the 4 gospel writers. You know the difference between the 4 gospel writers. Sorry na lang sa mga wala. Pero, maintindihan naman nila yon. Now, the question, and this is our main lesson. knowing Christ, the wonders of Jesus' miracle. Brother Adel, ano nga ba ang wonders of miracle? Kaya nga nasabi ko sa inyo kanina, the primary reason why we have the miracles of the Lord Jesus Christ is because John wants to introduce the Lord Jesus Christ as God. Diba? Kung mapapansin niyo sa Gospel of John, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Doon pa lang, ina-emphasize na ni John ang pagiging deity ng Panginoong Jesus. Diba? Yung pagiging Diyos niya. At ito yung purpose ng pag-aaralan natin ngayon. Pag-aaralan natin yung character ng Panginoon based on this miracle. So how can we know the characters of the Lord Jesus Christ? What are the wonders of Jesus' miracle? Where, when, and how can we find Christ? His revealed character and His purpose for this miracle. So number one, first point, in compassion. Anong ibig mo sabihin, Brother Del? Sabi ko nga kanina, the Lord Jesus Christ emphasized compassion into the disciples and doon sa mga tao. So mga disciples sa Mark chapter 6 verse 30, sabi niya gano'n, the apostles returned to Jesus from their ministry tour and told Him all they had done and taught. Verse 31, Jesus said, "Let's go up by ourselves to a quiet place and rest a while." He said this because there were so many people coming and going that Jesus and His apostles didn't even have time to eat. O hindi man nila nakuha. Kaya nagkaroon ng compassion ng Panginoon. And then on the second compassion na sinabi ko sa inyo kanina was mentioned on Matthew chapter 14 when Jesus saw the large crowd. Nagkaroon siya ng compassion. So what can we learn from here? Well, what we could learn is if we want to find Christ, if we want to understand and we see Him, we need to find Him in compassion. Hindi natin makikita ang Panginoon sa lugar na where is rude is being highlighted. Do you get my point? Pagka kunyari sa loob ng tahanan ninyo, sa loob ng bahay, maraming rude na tao, laging nag-aaway, laging nagsisitahan, laging nagbabangayan. Do you think you will see Christ in the middle? No. But if there is compassion, will people see Christ in the middle? Right? That's my point. If we want to showcase Christ in our life, we have to showcase His compassion as well. Diba? Saan natin nahanapin ang Panginoon? Sa magulo? O doon sa may maraming mababait at mapagbigay? Mas nakikita natin ang presensya ng Panginoon doon sa may mga tao in-exemplify yung compassion. Yung mga tumutulong. Diba? Sometimes when we do help, when we cater people, when we help people, anong sinasabi nila? Ikaw ang tunay na Kristiyano. Pero kung ang makikita nila, huwag natin yung bigyan, bahala sila sa buhay nila. Do you think they could see Christ in that kind of attitude? Do you get my point? Diba? So we have to find Christ, and we could reveal His character being compassionate when compassion is always being highlighted or being put into practice. Kasi yun ang pinapractice ng Panginoon. And, ask yourself, am I compassionate? Ako ba'y maawain? O ako ba'y rude? O ako ba'y masyadong mataray? O ako ba'y magagalitin? Di ba? O, ba't tumatawa ka, hindi? Parang may naaalala ka. So, basically, yun lang ang gusto ko i-point out. In order for us to highlight and find the character of the Lord Jesus Christ, we have to practice and exemplify compassion or being compassionate. And sabi ko nga kanina, regardless of the condition. Hindi tayo nagiging compassionate because we feel we want to be compassionate. It is beyond. Remember the Lord Jesus Christ, He is able to show compassion despite of namatayan. Diba? Doon sa binasa natin kanina, before the feeding of the 5,000, he heard the news that his cousin, John the Baptist, already been slaughtered. Pero does that give him a reason? Oh, you know what? Bahala na kayo sa buhay ninyo. Compassion, compassion. Pinatay niyo yung pinsa ko eh. Pwede, I mean, of course, hindi naman gagawin ng Panginoon niya. Pero, you know, in our life, sa atin, sa buhay natin, minsan ganun eh. Sometimes we go to that position where compassion is being required, but because of the circumstances na nangyayari sa buhay natin, we tend to lose it. Hindi tayo nagiging compassionate. Ba't ako maawa dyan? Nung araw, walang ginawa sa akin niya, kundi taray-tarayan ng, di ba? You know, compassion is not based on the circumstances. Compassion is real. Okay? Regardless of regardless of the condition, regardless of the situation. You know, in concept, we can always see Jesus in times where compassion is being presented or where it is being exemplified. People can see Christ in us too when we apply it in our life. Diba? Pagka tayo compassionate, nakikita nila, uy, si Brother Adel ba yan? Parang hindi yata siya na. Parang si Brother Adel, masyado mapagbigat eh. Hindi tumatanggi. So, I mean, if we want to highlight the Lord Jesus Christ, be compassionate. That's number 1. Number 2. Yun na yun, sa verse 30. The apostle returned. So, yun, let's go off to ourselves to a quiet place and rest a while. Kasi, nagkaroon ng compassion ng Panginoon doon sa mga disciple kasi napagod sila dahil yung mga disciple walang ginawa kundi mag-share ng gospel. And also, nagkaroon din ng compassion ng Panginoon dun sa mga large crowd. Kasi walang ginawa yung mga large crowd, kundi sumunod sa Kanya. Though, listen to this, at the end, He knows that those crowd will be the one to crucify Him. You get my point? Magkakaroon naman ng compassion sa inyo, kayo ang magpapapako sa akin sa krus. No. He still practice compassion despite of what He knows will happen. Brother Adel, huwag na natin silang isama kasi kahit isama naman natin yan. Hindi naman yan mag-join sa atin. Okay? Problema na nila yon. Basta tayo, gagawin natin yung tama. Alam nyo? Okay. In compassion. Number 2, in testing. Oh, what do you mean testing? Testing. Nasaan na ba tayo? We remember on John chapter 5, verse 5 and 6. Let me see. Yeah, Jesus saw a huge crowd of the people coming to look for Him. Turning to Philip, He asked, where can we buy bread to feed all these people? He was testing Philip, for He is already know what He is going to do. Alam naman ng Panginoon eh, kung ano yung gagawin niya, but He wants to test Philip. Ngayon, shortcut na natin.